Rockets trail by 3. Screen by Şengün. Here's Thompson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
Here's Thompson following the basket by Stephen Curry. Şengün passes to Okogie. Durant in the corner. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Butler. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
You know, the way Butler handles himself in the paint is really impressive. Just kind of out-muscles and outworks anything the defense throws at him.
Fires from the line. Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans. Coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back over to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. For the Rockets, Green comes in for Smith, and Shepard subbed in for Thompson. On defense, Houston. They trail by 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
Warriors leading by 4. Here's Moody. Rebound by Okogie.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Şengün with the bucket.
What balance from Şengün there. He is terrific at brushing off contact on the way up.
Curry with it. He's got 9. Fires from 14. The rebound by Jeff Green.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Okogie, the pass to Green. Lets it go with the 3. Okogie misses. Last game for the Rockets, they pick up the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. It's rebounded by Şengün. They kick it out to Green. Lets it go from deep. And the 3 ball is good. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Curry, wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors. Shepard, the pass to Green. It's stolen by Green. Three-pointer. They get it again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And some nice passing there by Houston. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. RJ, there were questions about the two timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
The free throw drops for Şengün. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And the Warriors with a completely new five on the floor.
Lots of promise in Şengün's game. Certainly has the frame to be special.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Crawford's checked in, and it's Jae'Sean Tate in for Josh Okogie. Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Outside, Kuminga. No good on the three.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And stolen by Payton. Down low. Here's Hield. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Warriors.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Horford. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Now Horford. Still scoreless. Clock at 6. That's a 2 from Hield. It's rebounded by Houston.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Bounce pass, Crawford. Şengün against Hield. Tate. The Rockets again can't hit. The Warriors leading. Here's Podziemski. Last time, 14 points for him. Horford dishes to Hield. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Hield's got 5.
This is what Hield does. Exceptional at spacing the court with his three-point shooting.
Şengün kicks to Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Pass to Payton. On the wing, Hield. Guarded by Crawford. And the Warriors, another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Green, the screen. Here's Shepard. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, a big thing for Shepard going forward. Adding strength, right? Finishing like that.
The Warriors making a switch here. Butler's checked in.
1 shot.
Warriors leading by 5. Inside. Here's Butler. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Butler's got his third basket of the night right there. To the left side wing. Back to Şengün. Puts up a three. The rebound by Hield. The Warriors shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Pass to Horford. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 9.
And Horford is a selective shooter, but he's fantastic at knowing when to attack inside.
Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 8 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Podziemski finds Butler. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. He's got 8.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Green, the screen. Here's Shepherd. Green. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He was just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Horford is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Buddy Hield. And there's Podziemski in at the 5.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
When you want a momentum swing, RJ, get Jonathan Kuminga in there. He can do the job.
We know that, Kevin, because we see his energy shift in the game. He defies expectations and even sometimes gravity with all the things he can do on the floor.
Outside Butler takes the 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Durant, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Hield, and it comes to handling business off the floor. Richard, there might be no one better at doing it than Kevin Durant.
Oh, he's definitely very active, spreading his money around over 40 ventures or so. KD clearly understands the importance of investing and how beneficial it can be long-term.
And the second free throw, good. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Out to Smith for the 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, he's got a page stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Butler. With the fadeaway. Rebounded by Capella.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Shepherd. Busts the J after the KG pass fake. Shepherd's got his second bucket tonight.
One thing Shepherd brings is efficiency. As a jump shooter, pretty rare for someone his age.
It's stolen by Tate. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler. It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to compete. He's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
It's tipped. Horford. And the shot is good.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
Here's Thompson. And that one, good. Thompson's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. For Golden State. And a change for the Rockets. Okogie's checked in for Tate.
Substitution on the court.
Podziemski with it. He's picked up by KD. Here's Kuminga. And the Warriors miss again.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
It's stolen by Hield.
And you want to use the whole court, but you got to be careful with the long passes. Those are easier to pick off. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Capella. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Butler. On the wing, Hield. Sinks the three-pointer. Hield's got 11.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
Smith right side. Here's Okogie. Durant feeling it out a bit. Strong finish by KD.
I love the way Durant breaks down defenses, especially in these pick-and-roll matchups.
To the paint. Here's Hield. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
So when it comes to the league's premier three-point specialist, Buddy Hield, RJ, is one name that quickly comes to mind.
When Hield is on the floor, his coaches and teammates want him to shoot the ball. Because when Buddy is dialed in, oh boy, he's dangerous.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Butler passes to Kuminga. And the rejection by Smith. Back to KD. Shoots over Podziemski. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And now that's 11 points for KD. Pass to Butler. He had stolen by Capella. Healed against Durant. And it's Capella missing. Warriors leading by 12. Curry passes to Hield. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
How about Buddy Hield? He just keeps pouring it in. They should work it to that man every trip down the floor right now.
Thompson inside, guarded by Curry. Podziemski with it. At the top of the key, Hield. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That'll be his second foul of the game. Şengün's checked in for Capella.
Substitution on the court.
Now, here's Moody. Guarded by KD. It's Curry outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 15 points.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
No good from Durant. Golden State's gone 4-6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. RJ, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, he is definitely a tone setter.
Yeah, Kevin, on the court and in the locker room, this man is tenacious. He lets you know exactly what he's thinking. Teams fear him, and sometimes his teammates do as well.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Warriors.
And boy, they've been producing points both inside and out. That kind of symmetry offensively is a great sign, and it's correlated with their early success.
Şengün, no good. Warriors leading by 19. Rebound by Smith. Nice game for the Warriors. It was a loss to the Rockets. Thompson passes to KD. Curry against KD. Fires the three. The shot by Curry, no good. Rockets trail by 19. Will it go? Out to Smith. Houston moving it around. Here's Thompson, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Houston, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. Here's Curry. Last game out, he had 14. Pass to Green against Butler. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Thompson against Curry. Thompson passes to Okogie. They swap.
Tim open. Opening night, always a lot of fun for a broadcaster. But what's it like as a player?
Well, no matter how many years you have in the league, opening night creates more butterflies than any other night. You want to make that great first impression for sure, but you're also really excited that it starts to count.
And are you nervous right now?
Attack.
So the Houston starting 5. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Thompson out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Sengun in at the center position, filling out. The middle.
Line for one, Jimmy Butler.
And that one misses. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Greg?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Pass to Curry. All sorts of time. And it.
Clark, when you look at it, what's the focus for these teams so early on in the campaign?
You know, I think really at this point it's about seeing what you've got, finding out what you have, building chemistry. I think this is where you kind of start to discover the strengths and weaknesses of your team.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Smith and Sengun make up the 4 and the 5. Then it's Thompson, and it's Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 2 spot. When you talk about him, then Thompson, Clark, one of my favorite players. This kid is great.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. I mean, for as young as he is, the way he gets after it defensively, the way he attacks the rim, he plays with a verve and confidence that belies his youth, man. He's a special talent, a freak athlete, exceptional at the defensive end already. And his offense is only going to continue to develop. Boy, that guy could be scary. There aren't going to be many people saying amen having to deal with him.
Now, here's Moody. 9 points last game out. Pass to Butler. Over Smith. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Curry.
Keep somebody on Butler. If you lose track of him, he'll nail shots like that.
Thompson in the post. Curry meets him. Nice shot by Thompson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Curry. Last time out, he had 14 points. Good work there as it goes.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Moody. From deep. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson.
They have been rolling. That's their first miss of the game.
And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Now Green. Outside Curry. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Okogie. Smith sets the pick for Durant. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. It's the one by Green, and they're pushing it up. Here's Richard. Got a piece of it. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Butler's got his second basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Thompson against Curry. Pass to Butler. Outside Curry. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 6-point game. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
Yeah, they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
Just 4 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Green, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Baseline J on the way, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Moody the pass to Curry. Green taking his time here. Pass to Moody. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Rockets trail by 6. Smith outside. For 3, Durant. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Great touch from KD. Great range, too.
Here's Curry. He's got 7. And the layup's good off the glass. Curry's got 9. Şengün with the ball. Outside for Durant. For 3, Okogie. Rebound by Butler. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Now here's Green. Hasn't made one yet. Offline with his 3. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Smith sets the pick for Durant. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Now here's Green. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Butler with the ball. Covered by Smith. Butler kicks to Green. And the Warriors miss again. And Katie, here we go. And then Durant with the dunk.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
Back to Curry. Here's Richard. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Rockets trail by 4. Durant the pass to Şengün. Smith up top, defended by Butler. Here's Thompson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thompson's got 7.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Curry passes it to Moody. To the inside. Here's Butler. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Okogie. Still without a basket. Şengün with a screen on Butler. And it's Smith missing. Warriors have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Pass to Green. Green with a screen on Smith. Here's Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
And Butler just excellent at finding ways to get to the strike, especially when he's near the basket.
And before last season, Ime Udoka turned heads when he said the Rockets, Clark, had playoff aspirations.
Well, kudos to Ime Udoka. I mean, very few people believe they would make the playoffs in the stacked Western Conference, and no one saw them finishing as a 2 seed. They didn't meet expectations. They exceeded.
Warriors leading by 4. Shakes them. And Kuminga with the lay-in.
And over time, we've seen Kuminga be a more aggressive scorer, especially when he has the ball inside.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Hields checked in, and then for Houston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Smith, and Shepard subbed in for Josh Okogie. Now, here's Thompson. He had 10 points in the win against Golden State. Here's KD. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Curry's got 13 points.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. The Warriors, 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Payton, he's checked in for Curry. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by 7. Podziemski with it. Picked up by Thompson. Pass to Payton. On the wing, Hield. Guarded by KD. Durant with some nice D. Rockets trail by 7. Over to the wing. Here's Shepard. Drills the 3-pointer.
Lethal from deep. Shepard will hurt you from there.
Warriors shooting 47% here so far. Pass to Hield. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. Holiday's checked in.
Number 0, Aaron Holiday.
Now Podziemski. Scoreless thus far. Shot clock at 5. Horford from outside. And it's KD with the rebound. Rockets have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. It's taken away by Payton. Now the Warriors moving it up. Kuminga with a wide open look. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Kuminga's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Pass to Horford. Now Butler. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Green. Now here is Holiday. He's defended by Podziemski. And that one's good. Green.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Butler. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Houston. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy and that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Guys?
They're clearly all in. Allie, we thank you very much. Pass to Podziemski. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Rockets trail by 4. Green with a screen on Kuminga. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Durant. It's rebounded by Golden State. In the corner, it's Hield. Inside, here's Butler. 4 seconds left. 1 second left. The buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Butler out there with Horford. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Kuminga in at the 3 spot. Rockets have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
Yeah, last year